Mabote na Bino, the International Digital Economies Association, is a coming together of 92 of the most impactful digital economy leaders around the world. We focus on supporting the needs of the global digital majority. The global north calls it the global south, but we prefer to call ourselves the global majority because we are 82% of the world's population. Our focus is in bringing attention to the most important emerging markets around the world. And we feel that the time has come for Central Africa to be at front and center of this digital economy. Around the world, women entrepreneurs and women leaders have been disenfranchised, especially when it comes to the financial sector. Fintech around the world, which was hoped to become the great leveler, only 4% of global leaders in fintech are women. In the United States, only 7% of CEOs are women, and that's already in the United States. For private equity and venture capital, 10% of the leadership, not even heads, but the leadership, are women. And they've only invested 3% of global capital in women-led organizations. I have seen that the women in the global majority countries, whether from Asia, where I come from, or from Africa, have to hurdle many more challenges than women in the Northern Hemisphere. And it's very important that we enable women to take a more active part, either as fintech-led startups or banking and financial institution leads, or as recipient of venture capital funding within Central Africa. And we hope to work closely with my brother and your brother, Monsieur Luc, the president of ASEAN, the most impactful technology and innovation event in Central Africa, to create more opportunities for women startups in Central Africa. ASEAN is close to 800 million in population. The entire Central Africa is close to 300 million. Together, working closely, we form the size of the African subcontinent. We both are young. Our average age is 25 years old in ASEAN and 19 years old here in Africa. We are all mobile first. We are all adept when it comes to mobile technologies. We're very born digital. We have some of the highest adoption of crypto usage in the world for both Africa and also ASEAN. Sadly, both of our regions are seeing that our best and brightest are actually choosing to leave their country. In Nigeria, there is a Yoruba word called Japa, where the best and the brightest decide to flee and leave the country. It's actually the same as well in ASEAN. And we have to stop this by creating more opportunities and connecting our youth to capital, community, and talent overseas. And that's what we are hoping to do here in the International Digital Economies Association, together with ASEAN. How do we connect our Central Africa and ASEAN communities with the rest of the world so that they can stay here, solve for the problems in our region, and make money for all of us? How can we even talk about AI and quantum computing, for example, when big data isn't even properly processed in regions of the global majority? Personal records, most of them are not digitalized. Most of our records are not interoperable, and most of our records we do not own and control. We do not have sovereignty over our own data. I think it is important that we overcome these three hurdles so that we can truly have a meaningful discussion on AI that is relevant to the global digital majority, that is relevant to Central Africa, and that's relevant to us here in ASEAN. Aside from the existing challenges that we have for women in the global majority, both in Asia, in South Asia, and in Africa, once women succeed in these regions, there are two more opportunities that I want them to grab. First is the opportunity of globalization. We cannot just be thinking of our own small ecosystem. We have to think about how our ecosystem can always connect to other parts of the world because we have the same problems. Our problems in traffic in Manila is the same problems in traffic in Kenya and in Eastern Africa. We have the same solution. We call it habal-habal. Here in East Africa, we call it boda-boda, right? So first is the challenge of greater opportunity for globalization. The second message that I actually want to give women globally, especially in Central Africa, is once you succeed, do not question yourself. There is such a thing as the imposter syndrome, which is when successful women achieve a certain level, they ask and question whether they actually deserve it. I remember when I was given an honorary PhD in India, I remember that when I received it, I cried and I said to myself, do I really deserve it? I realized that years of hardcore programming as to what our role should be has actually created barriers for ourselves from within. And I think we need to continue this dialogue of women in the global majority because we have the same problems, but we also want to take the journey in taking advantage of the same opportunities. Nalingri Osian Nakongo, Matondo Mingi, U Femco.